This is an essay on old school RuneScape, player versus player. We're on the 5th month, the 2021st year, Anno Domini. Anno is year, it's fun. On the 19th day of that month. OSRS/RuneScape 4, player versus player. I think they're interchangeable, right? Old school RuneScape, player versus player, abbreviated to PvP here. A semi-deterministic game. It's different from a game like chess in that you do not get to determine what amount of damage your character deals when you command him or her to strike, nor is the player able to determine if the attack will bypass the opponent's defenses. Accepting this knowledge, or could be phrased as understanding, will provide a foundation for playing this game well. Okay, there's first vulgarity in this video. There are certainly elements of this game which the player can control, such as initial inventory and equipment setup, account building design, knowledge of the background formulae, which are used in algorithms governing combat in old school RuneScape. How's the phrasing on that? I think that's the phrasing is fair. A rudimentary understanding of statistics and breakpoints. I mean, it's another colloquialism. And breakpoint, I don't think is really like used in.
Chris backed into that brick wall in the alley.
Okay, Chris is doing fine. This was another case. I don't want a viewer to worry about Chris and think that Christopher's injured. I don't want Christopher to be injured, and he's not. This was yesterday, and he's perfectly fine. No scratch on his car. Chris is a good dude. I like Chris. Chris, you ever see this? God bless you. Okay, so yeah, it's like to play this game, I'm gonna start kind of deviating a bit from the script I wrote. Actually, I'm not. Okay. Most importantly in this game is timing. Most important in this game is timing. In old school RuneScape, or perhaps RuneScape 4, when fighting another player, timing is the difference between living through your opponent's attack and not living through your opponent's attack. I put a cliche here. It's either take a sip of a powerful potion or get sent back to Lumbridge with your helm, boots, and sword took because you didn't have good timing. It's a cliche, but that's alright. Let's see, what do I want to read here? Okay. Account builds are usually easily derived and should not be used or built without understanding them first. The conventional builds are done for reasons, and they're not like hard and fast requirements to play this game. You can do one if you'd like. They're really cool, they're fun. It's like you get to be on an even footing with people, and it's like a convention, right? It's nice. It's like a, you know what a convention is. But okay, my point with this is that if you do not have a optimized, they call it. I mean, it's not really optimized. It's just like it's a convention. Like, I mean, okay, you could have an inoptimal account build that would be very difficult to do well with. But if you have even statistics past like 80 or 90, you're gonna be fine. Particularly past 90. And Okay, I'm gonna stop going on about that. So it's certain. Okay, I'm gonna do an aside about this. I highly recommend a 30, 45, 50, 1-1 free-to-play build. 30 attack, 45 strength, 50 ranged, and if you want, 50 magic, because that's a good idea. Or cut it, because I'm not going to do that. And then the remaining 2 combat statistics you would leave at 1 for reasons. Because it makes okay, it's not just that it's not just that you want to keep your account build low, it's that like you're not going to be doing that much damage at this level, and the fights could end up really slow. Like sometimes you want a slow fight, sometimes you want a quick fight, you know. And the fights at that bracket is fun. So okay. To finish that statement, I'll explain why in a minute. I think maybe not at all. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here, yeah. I already wrote what I was going to do that aside about when I did that aside. You do not at all need perfect statistics or ideal gear. All you need to know is your limits, the limits of your opponent. See, I should have just read this essay through. I put thought into it. Equipment is not that important. It's not. Like, it depends, especially if you come to an agreement with your opponent that you're going to do a certain sort of fight. Like, you could have a fun RuneScape fight with just boxing, but not quite as much. It would be if you were to box, and then maybe pull out like a club or something. Or what would you use? You'd pull out a, what would be a nice archetype? You'd box, and then you'd kick. Yeah, okay, there we go. But that's a very small difference. Maybe you'd put on some gloves. I think that would possibly, that'd be cool. And you could have a it's about convention in this game, okay? That's the thing. I didn't write this in the essay. I'm gonna add this one. That's the thing about where they call safing. It's being unwilling to take a risk. Like when you're unwilling to take any sort of risk, you don't fight at all. Like, fighting is inherently risky. Just look at his life. Like, take life lessons applied to this, and then later I'll mention some life lessons I learned from this video game, which I think are useful. Better gear increases your potential, but is only ever a deciding factor in a deathmatch or deep wilderness. Use what you are willing to lose. It's another cliche. It's okay. So my point there is that if you can tap out of the fight, equipment's irrelevant. Like I'm gonna make a video proving that. Like I'm gonna have to retake this. I think it's going wrong. Perhaps not. Okay, not even chess is perfectly balanced. Maybe I should just release one way called PK'ing. I don't do drugs, okay? I'm dead serious. The way I do nicotine, caffeine, I don't smoke, it's bad for me. Never blame the game. It won't help you play better ever. It doesn't. Like chess, depending on who goes first, there's an advantage. Like it's a large advantage. It's like about a 10% advantage. It would be like if you were. I'm not gonna translate that. These are life lessons that you can learn from this game. They're useful. Often in life, you will do the best you can and do very, very well, and you will lose. You will not be able to control this. You have no choice. It's like okay, like I put some carnation. No, it wasn't carnations. This is Ovaltine and some a protein like little boxed drink with water and milk. I think it's very nice. It's entirely possible that when I walk away, um, so, like a roommate of mine could come up and chuck this onto the ground, shatter my cup, ruin my Ovaltine, and like it would have had nothing to do with me. In this hypothetical example, it would have been completely independent of my attitude towards him. It was like he came up, saw it, and then somebody came through and he needed to use it as like. This is a video about fighting, so he needed to use it as like. Or okay, check this out. This plant. Okay, check this out. This plant right here. I wanted to revive it. My friend gave it to me and asked me, hey, can you bring this plant back to life? I did what I thought was the best thing. I did pretty well with it. I put some water in it, gave it some sunlight, let it sit for a minute. But there's a point at which it's so desiccated that although I could have done much better, I did alright. And it's still dead, but it's cool, you know. It's nice. It's a memento mori. Remember that all things come to an end. I think you get my point. I'm going to read this as I wrote it. Accepting defeat, honorably maintaining one's dignity, and remembering that when a loss is outside of one's control, there is still something to be learned from the experience. And then here I wrote, especially when a statistically right choice is made, but that's misphrased. When you do your best and you fail, well, sometimes your best isn't enough. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It's good. You keep trying. Fuck, that's life, man. Like, really, it's good. It's like, you get stronger, and as in RuneScape and in real life, there's an afterlife, so you can be alright. Let's see what else I wrote on here. Yeah, let's see what this is. Alright, well, cool. This is longer than I had anticipated. I think this is better than the first take. I'll tell you why. In the first take, I'm multitasking. In the first take, my posture was poor. Good diet, posture, exercise, and self-respect, and respect for your opponent will help you play this game well. I'm serious. Okay, check this out. So, this isn't quite the end of the video yet, but I figured the right side of this, we're just gonna flip when I upload it. I think I can manage to have it not do that. That over there on the far right side of the screen might be illegible, especially on a phone screen, and zooming in might get pixelated. Anyways, these are the formulae that comprise the algorithms, and the algorithms themselves that determine how combat in this game works. Once you understand them, the game becomes not really about like making decisions, and more just maintaining like your I don't want to say like maintaining your peace, but like keeping a sense of inner calm and not getting overly attached, like some detachment, right? So, well, that's pretty much it. Let me see. Now I'm gonna show you what is my primary player versus player building. Got other accounts. Check this out. Here it is, man. I love this account. Okay, so I started this game because I wanted to. I play this game for the player versus player. Let me see what's good. That looks like a good. Here it ended. Like, I'm not bullshitting you, man. This is a really good game. It's a game of chicken, which is like part of life, and if you get really complex with it, rock, paper, scissors. Oh, okay, this is like a little. Check this out. Where's that? Oh, here it is. This is how I read my keys. I recommend it to you. Works well for me. It's also I'll mention it. It does resemble League of Legends. League of Legends came from another game. Let me respect it. So yeah, I mean this is my account. I like it. I have other accounts. I might show it another point. It's 250 total level to get into this PvP world is 577, which is that's the wrong one. F8. Why is it F8 on this one? Okay, this one. I guess it's my friends list. I don't know. You can add them if you want. I don't recommend it. I'd like to take that back, but they probably wouldn't mind it. Like, people like having people to talk to, and I don't know if they ever come online. So. Let me see. Oh yeah, I mean these are like little. This could be useful at some point because it would end up giving you about. It might actually be completely unimpactful, but dude, it's like it's cool. It's like you got thick skin, right? I mean that's a come on, man. Like that's cool. This is a cool game, man. Like I don't know. I don't play it that much anymore, but when I do, I enjoy it. Okay, well, this is it. Like, it's, oh, okay, for anybody new, this is how you play this. Like, let me see. I want to attack something. I don't want to fight a chicken. Okay, I'm gonna show you something on a goblin. If anybody feels like harassing me, I'm not really too worried about it. This is how you do this. Like, and, well, I knocked him out, so let me see if I can. Anyways, you get the point. Like you combo with the sword, you pull out a sword, mash somebody with it, or sorry, I mean mash somebody with it was what I said on accident. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, misclicked. Okay, I keep on hitting. That's okay. Let's see if I want to hit him. I don't think I will. No. Okay, that's 11. I'm leaving it there. So, anyways, the idea of this account build is you fight from afar with a short bow, and then when you think it's the right time, you run in with one of these, like kind of. Okay, I'm not gonna be bad mannered and attack somebody without reason. I want to throw back up my quiver. 57 is a number I like. Maybe I'm going long now. Anyways, I'm gonna go kick it in the castle. Is that a safe zone? It's not. No. Okay, right at the edge of the castle steps. So that's good. Well, like, it's fairly active as you can see. Like, there's enough. Let's see if there's anybody here in my world. Like 42. That's really close enough. That's not an active player. I don't know. There's different times. Like I noticed in the late evenings, there's often a lot of lower levels. At this time, it's kind of the people that are a little more into it, because it's like what time is it? It's 8:11 on a Saturday night. I mean, and I would have it no other way, man. Okay. What question? Okay, where is this bound to? I'm trying to find my logout key something. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day, and God bless you. Bye bye.